Hi everyone. So I am coming on today just to tell you guys a little bit about my diagnosis and what is happening recently in my life. So recently I'll go back. If any of you guys know, I was doing my videos on POTS because I've been diagnosed with POTS. I've had it probably about 6 or 7 years now, and have been going through treatment after treatment after treatment, doctor after doctor, just not knowing like what's wrong with me. Why do I have this POTS syndrome all of a sudden? And I came across a friend who had POTS, and they actually told me they were being treated for Lyme disease. So I was like, this is weird. Maybe I should get tested. So I went and I got tested for Lyme, and sure enough, after 6 to 8 years of looking for answers, I have Lyme disease. And this is definitely could be a major cause of my POTS, and a lot of people who have POTS find out they have Lyme disease afterwards. So I wanted to make this video just to let everyone know that what I'm going through, like everything that I've been through, and just kind of bring awareness to the fact that if you do have POTS, you might want to get tested for Lyme disease, because that could be the underlying cause of your POTS symptoms. It's a little disheartening because I've been to so many doctors, and you would think that, hey, why don't you just test for Lyme disease when a patient comes in and says they have these symptoms and POTS, like it would just make sense. It might save their life. But unfortunately, doctors don't really know how to treat Lyme, and you have to go to a special doctor, and you have to usually pay out of pocket because insurance doesn't cover it, which does not make sense to me at all. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's some type of political thing that's going on about Lyme disease in our country, and it doesn't make sense to me. But it is what it is, and it is real that Lyme disease can wreak havoc on your body and cause many symptoms, including neurological, arthritis, bone, joint, brain. I mean, you name it, it can cause it. And it varies in different degrees for different people. So, yeah, it's something that I just will not, I'm going to keep saying, like, if you have POTS, and I've done many treatments on here. I've done DNRS, and I've done, supplements. I've traveled to different states in order to get treatments. I've IV vitamins, fluids. I mean, you name it, I've tried it for POTS. I'm on a beta blocker. I've been on it since I have gotten POTS for over 6 years. And, Lyme has been the culprit. So, yeah, like I said, if you need help with like anything, like questions about my symptoms, or what I've been through, or my treatments that I'm doing now, I'm actually going to make a video on the different treatments that I'm doing for Lyme. I've seen a Lyme specialist now, and I'm going to start treatment for Lyme disease, and I'm going to keep everyone posted on how I'm doing and my recovery and everything. But I did want to make this video to bring awareness to the fact that POTS and Lyme they go hand in hand. There's a lot of people that have Lyme that never know, and they just think they were born with this thing, POTS, or it's something else. My doctor told me I had EDS. He told me I had a brain injury. I've been told that it was genetic. Oh my God, you name it, I've been told it. So it's not. So, don't believe everything that your doctor says. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying, like, if you have a gut feeling that, it could be something else, and you're just like wondering why, hey, this mysterious illness just popped up one day, and now I'm like, severely sick, and no one knows why, you might want to get tested for these other things by a doctor that will test for them, and you might have to pay out of pocket for them. But it's okay, because your life is worth it, and you are worth it, and there is support. There are groups that you can join, and there's things that you can do. So I'm not trying to say that it's 100%, but I'm just saying this is what happened to me. I just didn't ever believe I had Lyme disease. I mean, I never thought like I had Lyme disease. I thought I had POTS, and I thought I was born with it, or it was genetic problems, so I believe what the doctors told me, and they are right in some things, but there are things that you need to take responsibility for, like hey, well, we are responsible for our health, and so that's important that you do your research too. So yeah, that's really all I have, but I just wanted to throw that out there because a lot of people don't know the correlation between the two, and don't really know, like their doctors usually don't tell you, hey, like you want to test for Lyme or anything like that. Like you gotta, suggest it or bring it taken, or, I mean, there's a lot. So once you reach chronic Lyme and you've developed POTS, it's a lot harder to treat, and you got to find a Lyme literate doctor, which costs a lot of money, and because insurance doesn't cover it. And so, just do that. I mean, because you don't want to keep suffering, so do what you got to do. But, it all could be avoided if, when you first get bitten, you go see a doctor and get help right away. You can take antibiotics in 2 weeks, and you can try to clear it out of you. But at least you caught it early instead of late, and then develop POTS or develop other conditions that, you don't know what's permanent and what's not. So that's all I have. But if anyone has any questions, just message me below, or just shoot me a message. And like I said, I'll be posting more videos on my progress with this whole journey, and what works for me, what doesn't, and how I'm feeling. So just press the like button to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I will definitely send you some info. All right, bye.